like, yes, this is what I want. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you see my face for the first time, my name is Mariam. I'm a content creator living in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. I'm here as an international student with my family. I make videos about studying Canada, lifestyle videos, blogs, and everything in between. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos and for engaging and leaving all your comments. I truly am super grateful for that. On today's video, I'm sure you can tell from the thumbnail, yes, I have news, drum rolls, yay! Yes, today's video, I got a job. Yes, that's what I came here to tell you guys today. It's a positive video. I posted the video about getting a job, a full-time job back in March. And the engagement I got on that video, the comments, the messages, the prayers, you guys, I was really overwhelmed by that, and it just shows that you're building a community here. Thank you guys so much. So yes, I got a job, a professional job in my field. So here a lot of people called it field job. That just means professional job, probably what you were doing back home before you migrated to Canada. So I got a job in my field. I got a job as a communications professional in non-profit here in Moncton. So that's what I'm doing. I love the job. I love communications. Yeah, so that's the news. As an international student, I got that job, and I'm super grateful. Thank you guys for having me in your prayers and for everything. I'm super grateful. I'm going to give you guys a backstory about how I got the job. Yeah, so story time. I saw this opening in this organization for communications and other positions that they had advertised for on Indeed. So I quickly tailored my resume for that role because it's something I like. I really wanted to get the job, so I tailored my resume based on the job description, highlighting everything I've done before in that light. All my wins, my achievements, my former roles from Nigeria, I highlighted all that, and then I applied for the role. Luckily for me, as God will have it, 2 months before, two of my friends had started working for this organization in different capacities and in different locations, like in other departments and units, different, separate from the one I'm working in, right? So I reached out to them. I'm like, I applied for all these roles. Can you guys put in a word for me? Do you know the hiring manager? Do you know the HR? Can you just tell them I just want to have my feet in the door? Let me just speak to someone, and I know I can do this job. This is like, I love this type of job. It's the type of job I was doing back home. I have the skills, I have the experience. I reached out to my friends, and yes, of course, what are friends for? You guys, you know yourselves. Thank you so much for putting in a word for me, and for speaking for me in rooms that I wasn't in at that time. Like, it's very important. The community that you build in this country is very important. So yes, I sent my friends my resume. And then I also did my own footwork, right? So that's when networking comes in. I went on LinkedIn. I started to look for people on LinkedIn that worked in that organization that I could find on LinkedIn. Luckily, I found a senior person on LinkedIn, and I sent him a message. I sent him my portfolio. I saw this job. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. I listed everything, and then I sent him a message. He did not respond. The worst thing you can do is to get a no. No has never killed anybody, right? So I reach out to people. Networking is important. Yeah, so a few days later, my friend sent me a message quickly, like, Mariam, okay, the HR manager has agreed to speak with you in 2 days' time. At this time, can you meet her here and here? I'm like, okay, yeah, of course. What am I doing? I prepared for the interview. Went for the interview. Of course, the woman was impressed. She now scheduled me for the next level. When I got to the interview, I took all my resumes. I took the one that was tailored to this job that I got. I took the other resumes for general applications. I took the one that I applied for a more junior role. I said, I can do all this, but it depends on which one you're recruiting now. I really need a job now. And she was like, oh, I'm going to take all these resumes and I'll speak to the hiring manager for this role that I got, the communications role. And a few days later, I got a response from the hiring manager that I reached out to on LinkedIn. The person responded and said, oh yeah, I learned that your first interview went well. I want to schedule another interview and talk to you about this communications role. Are you available? And I'm like, yes, this is what I want. And then I went for the interview and met with him. We had a chat, and then he offered me the role. So yes, that's how I got this job. Thank you guys to my friends that spoke for me. That when in fact they sent an email, an internal email saying they're looking for a communications person to handle certain things, and my friends responded and said this is the person. They responded to that email, the internal email with my phone number and email. Reach out to her, reach out to Mariam. She's the best person for the job. Like, just pray to God to give you good people. Like, I'm so grateful to the friends I have. God bless you, ladies. You know yourself. You watch this video. Of course, you don't have a choice. You must watch this video. So that's how I got a job in April, in the middle of April, just about a month ago. And 2 weeks after I got the job, I got the offer as a full-time offer. And then I was still on my scheduled break. I had not resumed. I resumed school in May. Yeah, so I worked full-time for 2 to 3 weeks, and the immigration minister um, announced a new update to working hours. Yeah, so as I got the job as a full-time job, then in May I had to start working 20 hours based on the new immigration law. Yes, but before I started working part-time, that 2 weeks I proved myself. Like, I worked, it felt like I'd been working with that organization for 3 months because of the amount of work I did in 3 weeks, like things I achieved in that short time. So I was able to prove myself and show that I have these skills, I have this experience. And then when it was time for them to consider if they were going to keep students longer based on the reduced hours, I spoke to my manager, and he said yes, that since it was just for some weeks while when I'm in school for 4 months, it was fine. So I'm working part-time, 20 hours in a professional job as a student. So anything is possible. Like, if you're watching this video, if you see me, use me as your inspiration, as a motivator, like just to know that you can do anything you put your mind to do. And with God, I always talk about how important it is. Like, just hold God and just believe, right? So I'm going to be sharing some tips that might help. Just 4 or 5 tips that might help someone that is in my situation, like help an international student. Anybody that comes across this video, really, these tips will help. Number one is for you to tailor your resume. If you haven't watched my How to Find a Job video, I'm going to link it here as well, and on the comment section. Go and watch that video. You need to tailor your resume. You need to have different versions of your resume. The tailored one is for the type of jobs that you know that I really want this job. For instance, back home in Nigeria, you are a bank manager or like working in a banker or something, and you see certain bank roles. Bring all the skills that you have from Nigeria, put them in those resume, tailor it according to the adverts that you have seen. That's number one. And then you have resumes that are for general applications. For instance, I had resumes in my phone that if I see any job on Indeed, and even if I'm outside the house and I don't have access to my computer, I can just quickly apply on my phone using the document I saved on my phone, and just apply on Indeed. Those type of jobs do not really need a very detailed resume. I have that type of resume. I have resumes for certain type of positions as well. So that's number one. Number two is networking. The most you can hear is no, but what if you get a yes, right? What if you get a yes when you speak to recruiters on LinkedIn, when you message someone, when you reach out to people on social media, when you talk to people, your network, like friends, your maybe relatives, acquaintances, friends of friends that you know that work in organizations. I'd shared links I'd helped people to find referrals in certain organizations if I know somebody that works there, So networking is important. The least you can hear is no, but what if you get a yes? You never know. Me, I'm not afraid of networking. I know the fear person face. I'll send you a message respectfully. You can say, some of the interviews I'd gotten some other interviews I did not get the job. At least they responded to me on LinkedIn. Like, most Canadians are really polite. Even if they're not going to invite you for an interview, you at least get a response. So network, don't be ashamed. Your skills, I keep saying it, your skills from Nigeria are super valid. Your certifications, your experience. So do not downplay it. Don't think that all your 10 years or 15 years of work experience in Nigeria is to waste. No, it helps. It helps even in the way you carry yourself, in the type of suggestions that you give, the type of solutions that you bring to your organization. They will know that this person knows what they are talking about. So the skills that I had from back home, the skills that you have from back home are important. Do not even downplay it at all. All right. The next thing is be confident in yourself. I don't know how to say this one. Be confident. Walk into rooms with the mindset that this is who I am. Be confident. No negative talk. Be positive in your journey, in your job search. It can be mentally draining. By the time you get lots of emails that are rejecting you, you begin to feel small. I felt like that. I felt like that as well. But you just need to step out of that feeling depressed or feeling low about yourself, and remember who you are. Remember whose you are. You're a child of God. Carry yourself like that. When you walk into rooms knowing that I can do this job. I'm the best person for this job. Talk. Open your mouth. Open your throat. Speak. I'm not saying you should be arrogant or anything, but you know how you carry yourself. Like they'll just they'll trust you. Like this person is not a fraud. Like especially if it's a job that you have done. So be confident. Dress well. And don't carry your problem on your head. If you're going for an interview, please prepare yourself. Dress well, read about the company you're going for, know about their pain points, know about the type of solutions you're going to bring in the first 3 months, and then ask questions that will let the recruiter or the hiring manager know that you've done your homework. Don't just go there and be showing desperation. No, tell them that you're bringing value. Show them that you're bringing value into the table. You're not just looking for people that just they know the energy. The energy is there when you're just going like, I need a job. Okay, you did not even iron your shirt. You didn't make your hair. You're not wearing makeup. They'll know that this one is just looking for work. She's not here because she's passionate about the job. So be confident. Look at the path. If you're applying for a managerial role, for instance, you cannot come unprepared. You know the kind of conversations you have, the kind of experiences examples you're going to give at your interview as well, will show that you have done this job, you have extensive experience. And another tip is for you to apply heavily, right? So just keep applying. Never know. What if other people are not applying and you don't apply? How do you stand a chance? Apply a lot. Apply for jobs. Yes, and then when you get an interview, please prepare. Learn about small talks. Small talks is a big deal here, even at work, in the workplace. Learn about small talks, engage in conversations. I've gone for interviews that the first few minutes was just for small talk, and the easiest small talk, if you've not heard this anywhere, is the weather. The first thing most Canadians will tell you, oh, it's a nice day out today. Yeah, the beautiful weather. It's warm or it's cold or it's too windy. Learn about how to have conversations about the weather. You don't want people talking to you and then you're just quiet because you don't have anything to contribute. Learn about some sporting events. Just engage in small talk. Like it's very important. Prepare for your interviews. Read about the company. Prepare yourself with like punchlines, with examples, the words that they want to hear, the type of terminologies that you will use for that role, and you'll know that okay, this person has actually done this job before. Lastly, take breaks as well. Take breaks from job search. When I got that serious heartbreak, I took a break. I think for like 2 weeks, I was just watching movies and reading books and just enjoying myself, doing other things. I stopped applying for jobs because I felt like my mental health needed to take a break. So take breaks. If you feel overwhelmed, take a break. Do other things and then come back to it. Most times the jobs even come when you do not even expect it. Like when I got this job, the week I got the interview for this job, I got 3 other job interviews for like professional roles. One of them I had to turn it down because I had already gotten an offer here. I didn't go back for the second interview. Then the third one, a huge company in Canada as well. Yes, take breaks if you need to. Okay, like job search is stressful. I will not even lie, especially for new immigrants and international students. It is. So yes, those are the tips I have. I hope you have learned one or two things from this video, and I hope you have subscribed. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.